my name is Nick, spelled N-I-K, and today we are ranking childhood TV commercials. That's right, we're looking at some of your favorite commercials from childhood, my favorite commercials from childhood, and we are ranking them. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit like, and if you want to catch these live, my Twitch link is in the description.
Oh, not tonight, sweetie. You've had Chef every night this week.
But I love Chef.
This kid deserves an Oscar for, but I love Chef.
But I love Chef.
She blinked 19 times.
But I love Chef.
So if you haven't seen this commercial, buckle in. We're going on a ride. The premise of this commercial, this kid wants Chef Boyardee and her mom is like, no. And then the can goes on a quest to be eaten. The can's like, no, I will serve my purpose. I bet you weren't expecting the interstate. Wait, I forgot. I forgot about this part. It sees like a box of cans. In the lore of the Chef Boyardee, this hero, Ravioli, sees its fallen brethren and is like, I understand what's at risk here, but I'm going to fulfill this quest. Every Ravioli's biggest enemy, gardening hose. Feel a little bit more grateful for the magic can. I don't know what this emotion means. What's the ending there? The mom is like, did you steal? Like, what does that kid do? Like, mom, the can followed us home. Did you steal? I didn't raise a thief. I'm trying to put myself in the parent's shoe here. If my future child said like, oh, look at the can followed us home, I would just be like, therapy isn't working, is it? Is that bad that I'm assuming my child's in therapy? I feel like this ravioli commercial is a certified classic. All right, so we're keeping the ravioli. This one, I don't know if you guys are gonna know. This might be a Nick is a boomer moment. Only time will tell. No, don't look at the year. Wait, don't skip the part. Stop boomering me. I didn't see it in 98. I was too young to have seen it then. Chat, just watch the commercial. I bet you weren't expecting that, were you? I bet you weren't expecting this Olaf moment.
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's chicken.
Wait for it. Wait for it. It was a child. So a few things happen here. Either this is a child that we're looking at right now. This is somebody's kid just out in the snow and then like, oh, some soup. Maybe I can become human once more. Just said probably a Canadian child. Or this child was turned into a snowman. If a snowman sat down at my dinner table, I'm not feeding it. I'm not giving food to the snowman that sits at my table, especially if this is not my son. If the snowman becomes child, do I adopt? Is this mine now? I don't think this is a classic. I think it's memorable though. It's a mistake. The child is freaky and has bad parents. You guys ready for this? I need you guys to sing along at home. At home, come on! Connected for free. Education connection. Guys, no, it's not a parody. That's real. We would sing that at lunch all the time. This is what we thought college was, by the way. When I was in elementary school, this gave me a false sense of security. I had no idea the process, so I thought there was a musical number involved with enrolling in school. For those of you who have entered into college, it's not a musical. Anything but. This is a certified classic. I almost don't even feel that we need to vote. I should be getting ad revenue. I'm showing nothing but commercials on stream. Why aren't they paying me? This is a stupid idea. I'm gonna do a PSA before we watch this commercial. Some of you who are recently new to the world, some of you have not been on this planet for as long as I. The world was a different place before this generation. You guys in my Twitch chat right now have started to look at the people older than I and said, listen, adults, you guys are wrong. The world needs to be more like this, and you guys are changing the world. It all started here though. One celebrity. This is real. This was on real television. This commercial won awards.
Do you like this top? It's so gay. Really? Yeah, it's totally gay.
This is real. This is real television. This was on my TV screen as a youth. This won awards.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting.
Hillary Duff was the voice of the people. Hillary Duff stepped in and ended homophobia. This was a cultural reset when Hilary Duff stepped onto the silver screen or whatever televisions are called and looked at America and said, don't call things gay when they're bad.
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad.
We applaud Hilary Duff. Unfortunately, she has one of the worst roasts of all time now. Unfortunately,
What if every time something was bad, everybody said, oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top?
she could have said anything. She had them exactly where she needed them in the same breath that she ended homophobia.
Oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Knock it off! Hey, if you're using slurs, knock it off! Brought to you by Hilary Duff. I know this is silly, but this actually was a really big deal. This did win awards. You can look it up. This commercial actually did win awards because of how progressive it was for the era. Hilary Duff ending homophobia. Looks like we have another certified classic on our hands. Out of all of the products we will be seeing today, this is the best product on the list.
Hey, Toucan Sam, how would you make milk more fun?
First of all, what does that mean? What does that mean? How is this sentence on my TV screen?
Why, with Fruit Loop cereal straws, of course.
Just dip them in and sip, sip, sip. And
Sounds like a gorilla song.
And munch, munch, munch.
You recognize this kid? Did you know he was in this commercial? I bet you didn't know this guy was in the commercial. How crazy is that? When I was going through old 2000s commercials, this just popped up. How incredible. For those that don't know, this is Cameron Boyce. I mean, it's super sad. I mean, this is definitely instant classic. I don't even have to watch more. He jumps into the milk. These straws.
So fun to dip.
That's not Toucan Sam. Who are these guys? The product is S tier. The casting is S tier. The music is S tier. I feel like it has to be a classic. I feel like we can't just put every commercial into the classic category. I feel like this is actually still a really good commercial. This is the highest rated S tier, I think, out of all of the products and commercials we have seen so far. How many of you guys are familiar with the concept of an infomercial? They're usually 5 times as long as the average commercial, and they sell you garbage. This one, however, was just such an iconic part of my childhood.
Here's some inside information from
It's one of my favorite first lines to any commercial ever. Here's some insider trading. You might think this commercial's from the 70s. This came out in 2004, by the way.
It's the most exciting thing you can do with the inside of a cake.
The first 2 lines are some of the greatest written lines in TV history. Here's some inside information on all things baking. The most exciting thing you can do with the inside of a cake. I'm a family-friendly creator, so I'm not gonna go much further than the sentence I'm about to say. In some environments, there are more things you can put into a cake. Okay, even the camera wants me to stop talking.
Cut into the cake, and there's his favorite.
This kid has never had sugar in his life. He threw his head back and he's like, ice cream! Bad. Ban. Betty Crocker, what's wrong with you?
Filled with delicious fresh.
Look at this guy. Honey. Honey. This is a real one. Knocked it out of the park with the strawberry pineapple chocolate cake. Hey, is that the mail?
Into the main bacon-filled pan and lock on this special inner chamber. Pour cake mix into this base pan and put them both into bake.
Infomercials aren't commercials. They're documentaries.
Ice cream cakes, Italian-filled torts, even baked delight.
Someone's got to NFT this right now. Tell me this isn't an NFT. I want this as an NFT. My first NFT is going to be that cake on fire. Here's a bowl. Holiday cakes, like Watermelon Day. How are we feeling? It'd be like SpongeBob was on. Like, I'd be watching SpongeBob running around catching a bunch of jellyfish, and then there would be 5 of those commercials in a row. I would just have to watch that 5 times in a row. You guys are gonna move it to mistake? This is the problem with this generation. You don't appreciate a good infomercial. It's literally just a bowl. Listen, you go to Betty Crocker's house and you tell her that. Our first mistake.
A lot of people are like, aren't you too...
They played this at the Super Bowl. I was watching the Super Bowl and this happened.
A lot of people are like, aren't you too young to invest in the markets? And, you know, A, don't worry about it. You know, I just look young.
This is so good. This is one of the best written commercials.
You don't know how old I am. Check it. Click. I just bought stock.
Gen Z buying NFTs, literally documented. This is documentation of Gen Z buying their first NFT right now.
If I can do it, you can do it.
A vomit warning. I think that this is an effective commercial. I don't think it's memorable. Actually, honestly, I'd be willing to put it memorable. That was Nick when he shaved his beard. Okay. You know what? Listen, I don't need to deal with this today on my stream, Liza. it looks like we're gonna move it down. It was a mistake. This is me and Mako doing a meetup. This is a real television commercial. Him slapping his friend is my favorite thing I've ever seen.
Respect the pouch! Respect it! Ow.
This series was so prevalent in my youth, the Respect the Pouch series. I'm gonna put this in the memorable tier. I feel like this is a good commercial series. I was not expecting everything in chat to be a classic. Oh, the tides have turned. The next vote determines if it goes up or here. The ball is in your court, kick up. Whatever you say, kick up. The ball is in your court right now. Is that a classic commercial or is it merely just memorable? Memorable it is! We're keeping it in the B tier! Most of you guys will not remember this commercial. No one's gonna remember this commercial. I love this commercial with my whole heart. I quote it on a regular basis.
WU.
Your cell phone bill is what's up. All this texting.
OMG, INBD.
Me talking with my Twitch chat.
It's a big deal. Who are you texting 50 times a day?
IDK my BFF Jill.
I say IDK my BFF Jill on a regular basis. I don't think you guys realize how often I say IDK my BFF Jill.
I'm taking away your phone.
TISNF.
Bill, that's what's the S. F.
Now too much texting is NBD.
Now too much texting is NBD. Stupid. Boomers making commercials for Gen Z. What do we think? I'm gonna put it obviously in the memorable tier. I have a feeling you guys are gonna bump it down to effective. It's peak boomer trying to appeal to Gen Z. Wouldn't it be funny if we made a commercial all about how kids these days talk? Well, it looks like we're moving it down. I don't think this commercial is worse than the soup commercial. IDK my BFF Jill. I was like nervous to put this commercial on screen. I'm still nervous to put this commercial on screen. I need you guys to understand that because this commercial is being shown, I do not agree with the message of this commercial. I do not think that this is a good commercial. I don't think that this is an appropriate commercial. I don't deem this commercial worthy of being on television. That said, I watched this commercial about 1,000 times growing up, and it's only fair that you guys see what the world looked like when I was a child. This aired on Nickelodeon.
That's the sweet touch of love. Oh, when just a drop of a name begins to sting your very toe.
Maybe it was Nick at Night. I'm gonna save you guys the rest of this commercial. There's another 30 seconds. That's where I'm done watching this commercial. I'm just gonna drop this into the mistake tier. I would be just sitting there, you know, with my Game Boy, and I'd be watching Ned's Declassified, and then all of a sudden I'd hear the George Lopez theme song start, which was already too much for my young mind to handle, right? George Lopez's big head would just like go across the screen, you know what I'm saying? If you've seen that intro, you know. And then it would go to this commercial, and I would apologize to my mom for it being on. I was a good kid, I was innocent, and this took that away from me. We're gonna cleanse our palate with this last commercial.
You tried these? Berries and cream starburst?
Pardon me? What kind of starburst did you just say?
Berries and...
berries. Berries and what else?
And cream?
Berries and cream? Oh, hurrah! Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Berries and cream, berries and cream. Oh, I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
I'm gonna move that to classic. We're not voting. I am so grateful that this has become a trend. I changed my mind. I don't want the flaming cake NFT. I want this NFT. This needs to be someone's like desktop wallpaper. I want someone to screenshot this and set this as their computer desktop wallpaper. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. If you want to see more old school commercials, leave some suggestions in the comments below and follow me on Twitch to see these recorded live. We're playing Minecraft.